Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the War Train here, and in today's video I want to show you guys my newest gaming pickups. I got some really cool stuff. I can't wait to show you guys. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you're not already subscribed, think about subscribing, guys. And if you enjoy this video, do me a favor, please give it a thumbs up. With that out of the way, let's check out these games. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is a brand new Amiibo that I got. This is one, for whatever reason, I didn't have in my collection. I haven't even seen it in a while. Now, there's still a ton of Amiibos that I don't own. There's just so many of these damn things. I do have a pretty massive collection of them, but this one, for whatever reason, has slipped by me in the past, but I do have it now, and that is the Daisy Amiibo. Now there's, as far as I know, two Daisy Amiibos, one for Super Smash Brothers, which I do have, which is a newer one, and this Daisy that I believe came out for Mario Party on the Wii U, I believe. So now I finally have Daisy in the box for this. My son actually does have a loose one of these Daisies, but I didn't have one, so cool to add this to my Amiibo collection. Okay, so now heading into some games. Now, I'm always looking, for pre-owned games, and a lot of times I see a lot of the same stuff or shovelware, but this is one that I have been kind of keeping an eye on for, and I finally found it. I do have the first one on Xbox, but now I have a PS3 version of Castlevania 2, Castlevania Lord of Shadows 2. Like I said, I do have the first one for Xbox 360, but now I have the second one on the PS3. Now I don't know if this is complete because I'm not sure what this came with, but it does have some paperwork in here, but it doesn't have a manual. So I don't know if this one had a manual or not. So maybe if one of you guys know, if you own this, let me know. I'm just curious, and if it does have a manual, maybe I can, find it. But there we are, Lord of Shadows 2. Definitely love me some Castlevania games. And this one, my good buddy Dan from GameStop hooked it up again. He actually got this. Somebody took it in for whatever cash or store credit, and he held this for me. So it was pretty awesome. I wasn't expecting this because anytime they get DS games, they throw away the outer box, which is super disappointing. But in this case, he saved it and knew I would want this. And that is Diddy Kong Racing DS. And this one is a complete copy, which is absolutely awesome. And as you can see, I did get a GameStop sticker for the 1-year warranty. I usually do that on the used games, especially discs. Not always for the cartridges, but always for discs, because I've had issues before. But pretty awesome. This thing is in pretty good condition as well. So I'm definitely pretty happy to now own Diddy Kong Racing for the DS. And I don't really have a massive DS collection by any means, so I'm always happy to grow this handheld collection. And let's see, so I got a couple modern games, and the first game is one I did have actually for the Xbox, but unfortunately it's not going to be compatible for the next generation of consoles unless you get this Ultimate Edition, which is pretty stupid, but I wanted to have this and be able to play it on next gen. So I guess technically this is one of my first true cross-gen titles that is going to be pretty much set up for the Xbox Series X, and that is Control Ultimate Edition. There was a lot of controversy over this because a lot of people had bought the expensive edition of this game, and they aren't able to have it just, move forward with updated stuff. But this edition, the Ultimate Edition, is, basically if you have the PlayStation 5 version, or the Ultimate Edition for PlayStation, obviously you'll be able to play that on PS5. And this one is Xbox Series X enhanced. So pretty awesome. This game is excellent. And this is a game that, say, Digital Foundry wants to, test, ray tracing or lighting effects, this is pretty much one of the games they almost always use to show off this stuff, because this game was just done really, really well. It's an excellent game. I highly recommend this game if you haven't checked it out yet, but definitely happy to pretty much have my first Series X game. So Control Ultimate Edition. And the next one is a Nintendo Switch title, and this one was a digital only game for at least a year now, and we finally got a physical copy of Cadence of Hyrule, the Crypt of the Necrodancer. This is a indie game that Nintendo basically reached out to and basically handed over the Zelda, IP to say, here, take your Crypt of the Necrodancer, add Zelda into it. We really like what you guys are doing. So they took this 16-bit art style, put it in to Crypt of the Necrodancer, which is a rhythm-based indie game. It's definitely different, but it's not a bad game. And, being that it is referencing Zelda and has, that universe involved in the game, I did buy it day one digitally and now own it day one when it came out on the physical copy. This is something I did have pre-ordered, and now there is DLC. This physical edition does include DLC, which I believe you get to play as Skull Kid. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you get to play as Skull Kid in the DLC that they just added. So pretty awesome stuff. Definitely glad to own Cadence of Hyrule now in the physical edition. Okay, so the next thing that I got was something I did make a video on before, and unfortunately I wasn't able to get this because of Nintendo's just extreme limited, basically how limited this was from Nintendo, and just the time they put this out. I was at work and I wasn't able to lock this down, even though I had done all the missions, and that is the Super Mario Brothers 35th Anniversary Pin Set 1. I gotta say, I was pretty pissed off when I wasn't able to redeem my, redeem this, all the missions that I had done to get this pin set. So there was only one other way for me to get this, was to basically buy one off of eBay, and it was absolutely ridiculous, the prices these things were just going for. I did find the lowest price that I could absolutely find and did get this. Still way too much that I ever would want to spend on this, but I did really want to have this. So I now have the pin set. This is sealed still, but yeah, pretty disappointing that Nintendo just made this unbelievably limited, and just the time they made it available for you to redeem your missions that you completed, which was basically around 11 a.m. or I believe it was 11 a.m. in the daytime, on a work day during the week. So I was at work, like many of you were probably at work, and was unable to try to even get this. For the people that were able to get the code to get this, it was $5 for the shipping. But now I'm working on trying to get the second pin set. There's a bunch of new missions that you have to complete, and you did have to complete all the old missions, which I did have all those completed. So hopefully I'll be able to get the pin set 2, but now I at least was able to get pin set 1, even if I had to purchase it, which makes me even hate scalpers even more, because they definitely won on this. Alright, so now to get into some bigger stuff. So the next pickup that I did get, if you've seen one of my recent videos, I got the Mario Kart Live home circuit, which was awesome. If you didn't see that video, definitely go check it out. But I wasn't able to pick up Luigi, which was sold out absolutely everywhere. But now I do have the Luigi version of the Mario Kart Live home circuit. So now I do have Mario and Luigi, so I can, race these racers online, with one of my other Switches, me and my son, or me and my daughter, or my wife, or whoever. Now we can race each other in the tracks that we make. I really do like what Nintendo did here. I think this is a ton of fun. It is a bit pricey, especially for if you want to have both the racers. It's going to cost you $200 plus tax, but it is a ton of fun. I wish Nintendo would bundle these together and maybe make it like $160 or something, give you a little bit of a discount, but unfortunately that probably won't happen. But regardless, here now I do have the Luigi Kart Racer for the Mario Kart Home Live circuit. And my last set of pickups is something that I bought as a bundle. I was lucky enough to be referred to this older couple by one of my friends that were looking to sell off a Nintendo 64, the green, fantastic edition. And I just had the plain gray one, so I never owned any of these fantastic ones except for one of the clear orange controllers that I do own. But I was like, I don't really need one, but I'll come take a look at it. So I met up with this older couple, and I seen what they had, and they had this in just excellent shape. Their daughter is now older, so obviously she played with this when she was a kid. It's just been sitting. It was very well taken care of. This thing is in excellent condition, actually in better condition than my own personal one. So I winded up getting this with the green controller that I have right here, and I also have all the cables and everything for it. Then it also came with a third party, which is a GameStop controller with the clear blue, which is pretty cool, and 2 games, nothing spectacular, but NHL 99. I still need to clean these and get the stickers off, so that's something I will be doing, and Rugrats game. So I got these 2 games with it as well. And the coolest part, not only did it have the jumper pack, but it has the expansion pack in the console, which that alone is worth $50. So I was going to offer them a lower price than I did, but when I seen that was in there, I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go to my top amount because I wanted them to feel like they were getting a deal as well. They did look it up to see what these things go for, and currently I believe just the console is going for about $130. That's probably on the the lower end or whatever. It can go up obviously depending on what people are asking, but one recently sold for about $130, so that was what I used to kind of gauge it. But I did offer them $80 for everything, and they did accept it, so I was pretty happy to pick this up for $80 with the expansion, with the green controller, the blue GameStop controller, the 2 games, and also, which was on the controllers, I almost forgot about these. I still have yet to clean these, but for each one of the controllers there is a cable extender. Honestly, I had never even seen these for the Nintendo 64, so I thought that was really cool. I actually took them off of the controllers, and I am going to clean them up real good. But yeah, $80, I thought that was a pretty good deal, so I was definitely happy to bring home this fantastic green colored N64. And honestly, this has become now my main Nintendo 64. So really happy about this. But what do you guys think? Those are my pickups, pretty much for the last couple weeks of October. Still got a little bit yet to go in October, but maybe my last pickups video before the month is over. But let me know in the comments what you think. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, guys. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel, man. I would really appreciate it. But that's the video, guys. I'm the War Train, and I'm out. Have a good one.